Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am finally getting up my hits and misses follow-up to my Sephora VIB sale. That is obviously what today's video is going to be about. So I'm just going to be talking to you guys, reviewing with you guys all of the products that I picked up during the sale and whether or not I ended up liking them or if they didn't work out for me. If you guys are interested on my thoughts now that I've had some time to play with all the items that I picked up during the VIB sale, then stay tuned. But first, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope you consider doing so before you go. I post videos every single Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and without further ado, let's get into it. All right, you guys, I'm not going to go in any very specific order, and in fact, I didn't really end up disliking anything that I picked up during the sale, which is super exciting. I was thinking maybe I'd start with skincare and then finish up with the makeup. So up first, I picked up the Drunk Elephant Slay Makeup Melting Butter Cleanser. I don't know if I mentioned this before on my channel, but I feel like a first step cleanser, I always find one that I really like, and then I purchase it, and the second time around, I don't know if I just get bored with it, but I just end up being like, okay, I'm over this. It's happened to me with the Burt's Bees oil cleanser. It's a great oil cleanser, but I think I just get bored of things quick. Plus I like to try new items. So while this is expensive, I think this was $34, I really wanted to try a Drunk Elephant product. I've tried Drunk Elephant products in the past and they've been pretty hit or miss for me actually, but it had been a while since I had a first step oil cleanser. I'd just been using a coconut oil, and I was really interested in trying this product. So I've tried a good chunk of this. I don't have my little paddle to pick it up, that's still in my bathroom, but it does come with a little paddle. And what I will say is, so far I have really been enjoying this product. However, it's really easy to use a lot of this at a time by accident. You don't need a lot of product to actually remove your makeup, but because this is super soft, it's just super easy to accidentally pick up too much product. I do like that it comes with a little paddle, so you don't have to go in with your fingers, and you can wash your paddle off, so it's more sanitary. But I really have been enjoying this, you guys. I would repurchase this. We'll see if my second time around with it, if I'd get bored with that one too, but I have been really impressed with this and really been enjoying this. By far my favorite oil cleanser butter cleanser that I've tried so far. It's a melting butter cleanser. I do typically like to do a two-step cleanse where I go in with a first step and then finish off with a cleanser. So I do think that I will repurchase this. I hope this one lasts me a while because again, it is more expensive, but I have been enjoying this. I also picked up an item from Glow Recipe. I've never tried anything from Glow Recipe before, but the brand has always intrigued me. So I picked up their Avocado Melt Sleeping Mask, and this is just a super hydrating sleeping mask. You put it on and you don't even have to wash it off in the morning, I don't think. There's a mask I'm trying right now that you don't have to wash off. I believe this is one of them. I usually always in the morning wash my face anyway. So the first time I used this, I ended up getting a breakout the next day. And I was like, oh my gosh, was this too hydrating for my skin? This is super confusing because I don't really have very sensitive skin and I don't typically break out from products. So I was like, okay, I need to try that one again. I gave my skin a week to calm down. It wasn't a bad breakout. It was literally one zit, and then I tried this again and I had no issues. So I think it might have just been something with my skin that first time, and I've used this many times since that second time I've used it. Usually I'll use this 2 to 3 times per week. That's what I've been doing, especially in the summertime. My skin isn't as dry, but when I have been going in with a lot of retinols and stuff, and I feel like my skin is a little bit drier, I really do like this. It's super nourishing. My skin in the morning feels super soft, and I really am glad that I decided to pick this up. Next, I actually picked up 2 of the Milk Kush bags because I did do a review on this on my channel with a giveaway in there of another Milk Kush bag. So I'll leave that review linked down below if you guys want a more in-depth review of the Milk Kush stash. I really liked most of the products from it. It's something that I think if you're interested in trying products from Milk, it's a good introductory kit. So if you've been thinking about Milk, I would recommend this guy. And again, I will link that video if you want more in-depth reviews on all the products in here. I picked up, this came in a duo set. This is from Henriksen. It is their Glow Cycle Retinol morning serum as well as their night cream, and I had tried their night cream in like a sample size before the sale. I really ended up loving it and knew that I wanted to pick up the duo during the sale. This was like the one product that I knew that I wanted to get, and I've really enjoyed these. It's not as harsh as your typical retinol, so if you find your skin is super sensitive to retinols and you just can't seem to find a retinol out there that works for you, I would recommend trying these. I use this probably 5 to 6 times every single week, and I haven't noticed any sort of irritation with my skin. I obviously go in with the night cream at night. It smells like lavender in my opinion. Well, yeah, lavender with like almost like a lemon sort of zest to it. Love the scent of it, and it's just, oh, it's so relaxing at night. Same with the morning serum. It has the same sort of scent. It's purple in color. I don't know why, that just like calms me down, like the idea of lavender. But really been enjoying both of these. Would definitely repurchase when I finish them. These two were just repurchases during the sale. First, I have the Henriksen Sea Rush Brightening Gel Creme. This I had tried in a sample size and thought it would be a really good moisturizer for me for the summertime. It smells super citrusy, which is always really nice. And it's just a nice lightweight moisturizer. It's almost like it is a gel cream. It's lightweight enough that I can go in with makeup pretty soon after I apply this. However, it is also moisturizing enough that I feel like I'm getting enough moisture in my skin in the morning time. So really glad that I decided to pick this up in a full size. And then I also got the Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Creme to go with it, which I've also tried in a sample and really enjoyed. I really like this, just brightens and wakes up the eyes. Been loving this duo as well from Henriksen. I've just loved basically all of the skincare that I've tried from Henriksen. Never really been disappointed. So, and then the last skincare item that I decided to pick up was the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cannabis and Oat Dry Oil. I was out of like evening time oils in my skincare collection, so I knew I wanted to pick up an oil during this sale, and I like this one. I don't feel like I would like this one in the winter time because it's not as hydrating as some of the other oils that I've liked to use in the evening time, but this is safe for sensitive skin, and I find that it's just a really nice calming oil. It still takes a little bit to soak in, but again, it's just not as hydrating as like the fresh sea buckthorn oil that I really like, but perfect for the summertime when I'm not looking for as heavy of an oil. So I've also really been enjoying this. Sorry, I have one more skincare product. This is from Tarte. This is a new product, I believe, from Tarte. It's the Youth or Dare Multi-Acid and Vitamin C Serum. I was out of vitamin C serums in my morning skincare routine, and I thought it would be fun to just try a new one, so I decided to pick this up. I have been liking this. The one thing I will say about this is I feel like it's almost a little bit sticky after using it, but it smells super nice, and usually when I go in with a moisturizer after using this, it kind of takes away that sticky or that tackiness. I've been enjoying this so far. I think as of right now I would purchase I have some vitamin C serums that I like love. So the Henriksen, the Truth Serum, absolutely love. And then I usually rotate that with the Core's Wild Rose, like vitamin C serum, which is more of like an oil. So on days that I don't have to go to work and I'm not in a rush, I'll use the Core's one. And then on days where I am in a rush and going to work, I'll use the Truth Serum because it sinks into the skin a little bit faster. So those are like my two holy grail vitamin C serums. And while I do like this, I feel like I prefer those. So this won't be a problem for me to finish up, but I don't necessarily know that I would repurchase just because I prefer those two over this. I did pick up one hair care item during the sale from Way. I picked up their hair oil, and I was going to pick up the Bumble and Bumble Invisible Oil because I had tried a sample of that and really wanted to purchase that one. This one was $2 cheaper, and for some reason I decided to go with this one because I wanted to try something from Way, and I've really been enjoying this so far. I think it does a really nice job of hydrating the hair. I can go in with this if my hair is wet, or I can even use this dry, which I love an oil that I can use in my hair when my hair is dry. I just rub this all over my hands and then rub it through my hair, or like comb my hands through my hair, and it doesn't make my hair look greasy or like weighed down, which sometimes I can really struggle with because I do have pretty thick hair. I also really enjoy the scent of this, and I am really happy with this. So then moving on to makeup, I did pick up 3 foundations during the sale. I went a little bit wild, but I do love to try out new foundations. So from Dior, I had been thinking about this one for a long time, and I finally picked this one up. It is the Dior Forever Skin Glow. I do like this one. It's just not as good as the other Dior Forever Skin that I had, which I think I'm hoping, fingers crossed, is the same as the matte version of this, because I just love that foundation so much. It's more of like a satin or like a demi matte finish, or at least the one that I had. They've at least repackaged, if not reformulated, and it just gives like the most flawless, beautiful finish to the skin that I love. That was like my favorite foundation forever. Still really like this. It's beautiful. It's not too luminous that I feel like it slips and slides all over my face. I always refer back to the Josie Maran Vibrancy foundation whenever I'm talking about a foundation that is just way too slippery, way too oily, way too luminous. This is glowy, so if you don't like a glowy finish to the skin, you aren't going to like this, but I'm happy that I have this, and I don't know if I'd repurchase this one. I definitely am going to eventually pick up the matte version of this because I just want to compare, and if the matte one is more like the original Dior skin, I'll probably repurchase that one in the future, but we'll see. Again, I like this. It's just not the Dior skin that I have that I love. Then I also picked up from YSL the Touche Eclat All-in-One Glow. I had been wanting to pick this up since like the beginning of the year. I saw Babs Beauty review this, and I just loved the way that it looked on her skin. She had really good things to say about it, and I knew that I wanted to try this, so I picked this up, and I picked this up in my summer shade, which I'm really excited about. I picked it up in BR30, so it's a little bit darker, and I'm gonna get away with it pretty easy in the summertime, assuming that I like self-tan or get some sun. And I'm glad that I picked it up in my summer shade because I definitely feel like this is more of like a summer foundation for me. It is more like light to medium coverage, and it is more light to medium coverage. Like I can definitely see my freckles peeking through if I don't go on, or if I only go on with one layer, which I don't mind, and I really actually do like that for the summer. It's definitely obviously has more coverage than a tinted moisturizer, but it does lean more light to medium, so keep that in mind. The glow is not super glowy. It's like more than a natural finish, but not like a luminous finish, if that makes sense. I've really been enjoying this. Super glad that I decided to pick this up. I've only tried 2 YSL foundations, but I've loved both of them. So, and then I also picked up the Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation. I've heard a lot of people rave about this, or like anyone I've ever heard talk about this has always had really good things to say about this. So I've been wanting to try this for quite some time, and I finally decided to pick this up, and I really do like this as well. This is a very comfortable matte foundation. I believe it, yep, it even says Comfort Matte Foundation. Would highly agree with that. I like a natural leaning dewy finish, or like leaning luminous finish. So matte foundations can scare me, but I also do love when there's like a good satin matte or demi matte finish, because I feel like it stays on my skin longer, and I just typically like the way that those foundations look too, and I feel like you do get that from this. It's not going to make your face look super flat, and it's not going to feel super dry on your skin either. So really happy that I decided to pick this up, and cannot wait to get more use out of this. I also picked up a new concealer during the sale. I picked up the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer, and I have been loving this. This is more of like a medium coverage. I can't speak today. This is more of a medium coverage concealer, which I generally prefer, especially on days that I'm going to work, which I do work 5 days a week. So, I mean, I'm looking for this sort of coverage more often than I'm not. This is super hydrating. It's not going to be drying underneath the eyes. This color works really well for me. I got mine in the shade 1N, and I really do like the shade. I would definitely at this point repurchase. I feel like sometimes like I use a concealer so often that again I get bored with it and I'm like, don't want that one anymore, but I have been truly loving this. This could be a new favorite concealer. I'm still on the hunt for like my perfect concealer. I keep saying that so often on my channel, but this could be close. Now this isn't going to give you full coverage, so on days that I want full coverage, this isn't going to be the one that I'm reaching for, and if you prefer a full coverage concealer, this is definitely going to be a skip for you. I don't feel like I can even build this up to full. It's just really more of a medium coverage concealer, but I really do enjoy it, especially for work. And I love the fact that it is super lightweight and super hydrating underneath the eyes. So this one works so well for me. So happy with this purchase. I've been super into bronzers this year, and I've been talking about the Hourglass bronzer on my channel so often, and the fact that I wanted it. So I finally decided to pick this up. This is in Luminous Light, and I have been loving this. This is going to be perfect for the summertime because it gives a nice glow to the cheeks, but it's not too glowy. So I have been so in love with this, and I'm so glad that I picked this up. I'm sad that I waited so long because I knew I was gonna love it. I should have just got it a long time ago. And then I also picked up a new highlighter from Dior. This is in the shade 1, and it's called just the Nude Luminizer. It's like the nude shade. Just absolutely stunning and beautiful. I have shade 2 in this too, and I've always really loved my Dior highlight. I always feel super luxurious when I use it, so I knew I was gonna like this. This is one that has been like on my mind, or like I've always known in the back of my head that I wanted this for over a year, and I finally decided to pick it up, and I'm so glad I did. I think this is going to be a beautiful one in the summertime. Even if I have a tan, this will just be like more of like a subtle highlight, and I'm so glad I picked this up. And then finally I picked up 4 lip products during the sale. Ooh, I also forgot, I picked up the Laneige, the like lip gloss that she released. It's in my car, in my purse right now. I picked mine up in peach, and I said in my haul video that I had tried it like 1 or 2 times and I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it. I really do like it. It's just not as nourishing as the lip sleeping mask, which I probably should have just known that it wasn't going to be. I mean, it's a lip gloss, it's not a lip sleeping mask. I love to wear that one. I bring that one to work with me all the time, and it gives just like a nice glossed look to the lips. It's not sticky at all. It is still nourishing to the lips, just not quite as nourishing. I definitely would purchase again. I prefer the Kopari lip glossy because it's just a little bit more nourishing, but I still like both, and I would repurchase that. I finally finished out my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb collection and picked up Diamond Milk. I really like Diamond Milk. It is beautiful. I feel like I thought Fussy was going to be my favorite, but Fussy might be my least favorite of the 3. And this one, ooh, it's like a close second to the original Gloss Bomb. I just love the original Gloss Bomb so much. Love the formula though. You cannot go wrong. Super glad that I finally decided to pick this up. So there is that. And then I also picked up one of the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea bullet lipsticks. I have 2 full size other than this in my collection, so I knew this was like my favorite bullet lipstick formula because it is so nourishing, so hydrating to the lips, super creamy but still long lasting. I picked mine up in the shade Sunkissed. The other 2 I have are more brown toned. I have Rum Punch and Colada. Colada is like a little more warm tone than I prefer. But I still like it, and I wanted to pick up one that was like a little bit more pinky rather than brown, so that's why I decided to pick this one up, and I'm super happy with my purchase. I've worn this so much since purchasing it. I found myself over and over and over again wanting to reach for this, so this was like a purchased on a whim kind of a thing, but I'm really glad that I decided to get this. And then finally I picked up 2 of the Milk Kush Balms, and I have mine in the shade Nug, which you're like not even really going to be able to see swatched on my hand because it's so nude. And then I also have the shade Canatonic, which is just a little bit more pinky. So here's Canatonic and here is Nug. I think I prefer Nug just a little bit more just because it's so nude. These, I think I've mentioned this already on my channel, but I don't feel like these are going to hydrate your lip. Like if you have super dry, crusty lips, these aren't going to bring your lips back to life. However, if your lips are in a good spot, these are going to maintain your lips. So it's going to help like if you're at work and you're licking your lips, you know they get dried out super quick. So if you need a balm just to make it so you don't lick your lips and they get super dry, I think this will help maintain your lips in that sense. But I just don't feel like these are ones that are nourishing and are really hydrating to the lips. I still really like these. I like to have, or I've decided that I really do like tinted lip balms, because for me at work, I don't wear a liquid lipstick, I don't wear lipsticks, and I don't really even wear glosses. Pretty much I just wear chapstick or what is it? Oh, my Bite Beauty Agave lip mask I'll wear because I work in retail and my lips are always so dry. But I like having these for work because it gives my lips just like a tint, so it looks like I'm trying just like a little bit harder, but it's still a balm. So would definitely repurchase these. I kind of want to pick up all of them. I tried the original, which is just like the weird green shade, which isn't green on the lips, it's more of like a clear. That one came in the Milk Kush stash, and I actually flew through that. I used it up in like a week and a half to 2 weeks, so these can also go really quickly. Like if I was consistently using these, I could use these up in like 2 weeks. Yikes. But that's okay. That's okay. Definitely repurchase both of these when I get through these, because again, I've decided I really like a tinted lip balm for work. Now, if you're trying to decide on like the best balm out there, I'd probably recommend Fresh over these, just because the Fresh ones are so nourishing, but those go super quick too. I can use those up in like 2.5 to 3 weeks as well. But now this has just turned into some long-winded conversation that has nothing to do with my hits and misses. After that, you guys, that is everything that I picked up during the haul and my thoughts on it. I know I didn't really have any misses, quite a few hits. Like, there's quite a bit that I'm super excited about. I don't regret any of my purchases. I don't regret one thing that I ended up picking up. Obviously nothing that I'm going to be returning. So I'm really happy with everything that I did decide to purchase. You guys will have to let me know in the comments what you picked up during the sale and what worked for you, or if there's anything you picked up that did not. Other than that, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.